great warriors. I greet all of you today from the future. I'm ready and prepared to continue my ministry to you with full force. I really felt like some of you had lost vision, lost hope, that things would ever change for you. The Lord was going to release you to see, to get hope, that He can bring changes to any human being. He appears to those who love Him, and those who seek Him will find Him. Those who ask shall receive, and those who knock, the door shall be opened. The Lord releases on each year something fresh, which carries us throughout our lives. There is a greater state of existence that is about to be revealed to us. It means that there's something that God has prepared for us as a people. Not something that is stale or old, but something that is fresh. We are about to enter into a greater state of existence, which means God has prepared something for our generation, for our people, and for our children. Let the breath of God bring life to you. That is my prayer today. You mean a lot to me. I love you all, and I will see you in the future.
The Spirit of God says a divine acceleration is taking place throughout this nation. Some are weeping and crying, and they say, look at what happened to the House, and look what happened to the Senate. This is my doing, says the Lord. For this nation is being protected by my Spirit, by my prophets, and by my apostles. The gatekeepers, even though they should be, the gatekeepers are not the senators nor the governors in political realms. Some are and some aren't. But God said, my gatekeepers are the apostles and the prophets in hiding at this moment in time. But God said, even in your houses, amongst your children, tattooed on their skins, tattooed in their hearts, is the love and desire to be the voice of God. There is a fresh flow of the Spirit coming. It is coming from an open heaven. It is coming from an open tomb. I said it's coming from an open heaven, and it's coming from an open tomb. The Spirit of God said, I will arise and take your sons and your daughters, your grandchildren, and resurrect them and give them a double portion of what you had and my generals of this hour have, says the Lord of hosts. Come on!
I've been taken into the fall of this year. Leaves falling. The winds of change have come. Changing of the guard is apparent. An economic makeover, and hands who have dug into the coffers and into the treasure chests of deception, their hands taken out, so that my people who conduct their affairs with justice will be blessed. I have not looked away from those who have given and sown, but look to the fall. Look to the fall, because the earth will be parched in some areas and rain will come, signifying an opening of a door that has not yet been opened. signifying the opening of a door that has been locked for such a time as this. Pandemonium. Pandemonium in the White House, in the higher regions, and below the earth, in Italy and in Rome. All of this uncovered but unspoken of. Do you realize that things are happening that you know not of because they are hidden from you, says the Lord? But look to the fall. Summer reaches to spring and to fall. I will be the mediator, says summer. I will uncover, I will defend, my sun will shine, but yet beneath the earth, there is a rage. Eruptions. Summer says, why choose they me? Why do the tornadoes, the hurricanes choose me? I am summer. I bring smiles. I bring sunshine. I bring warmth. Yet there is a tumultuous rendering that is coming. I stand to protect spring, but fall, you are rebelling. Or is it that possibly the Spirit of God will cause many to fall in fall? Then there is the earth that wishes to tremble. Shake! For the nations of the earth stand waiting. He is quiet. He shall not return. This God is too quiet. But my mercy endures forever. However, there is an uncovering of great evil. And I will start from the top. I have shaken the Democrats and will shake the Republicans even more. But remember, when these tremors and when these tumultuous moments happen, Summer says, I will take it so that the fall can do its work in America. The auto industry of this nation shall rise, and they shall disappoint the expectations of the East. And they shall say, what do they have? Why does America still prosper? Princes of darkness and demonic powers are raging for these two extremely wicked terror organizations to be pierced with the sword of the Lord. Summer, take it. For thus says the Lord, I will prosper my people. And during the fall there shall be many that shall fall, and many that shall rise from the dust. The earth is standing prepared. I shall take it, for the summer shall bring forth much in the temperatures. Strange July, hypnotic November, and oh Christmas, where winter shall say, and me, I will make them happy. For God says, I have chosen each season to manifest something. My will shall be done, and it shall come to pass that I shall bring sign after sign. And in the fall, that which comes down is that which was able to be shaken. And I will build and release the resources, and in the fall will show you whom I have chosen to pray for and guide this nation. You shall rejoice, for it is my man. It is my chosen David, says the Lord. For when you touch my church, can my ecclesia be destroyed? Never. Yes, we know there will be tribulation, and so it shall be, and my people shall join me. But before that time, there is a global awakening. No, not just one town and city, not just one country, but many.
The Spirit of God would say, today, there is a recovery that is happening. If my people, who are called by my name, humble themselves, pray, turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven. I hear not the sound of secular humanists. I hear not the sound of the religious system. Many churches today are being crucified between two thieves: an erroneous false religious system and man-made laws and secular humanism. This day the Spirit of God says, for a season they shall have no breath. I shall take the breath away from them, and I will breathe into my people. I will breathe into my people. I will breathe into their businesses. I'll breathe into their creations. I'll breathe into their industry and their artistry. I will breathe into my people, and there shall be light that shall come forth, says the Lord. I am removing those who have a small structure, for they cannot excel in the strength of its grounding. However their grounding is, so shall they be strong. There are many that have built their house on sand, says the Lord. There are many that have built their houses on sand, but they are my people. They are those that have built their house on the rock, and therefore the storms have come and they have remained. Therefore the wind has come and they have remained. God says today, you have the power to break the power of debt, for there shall surely be a debt to debt, says the Lord, for it is my will. And I speak to you today in this year and this time of Jubilee. It is time to step into it and receive this promise, says the Lord. Listen to the word of the Lord. What do I have planned for September? What about Israel? What I'm about to tell you, says the Spirit, is not only for the land of Israel and the people of Israel, but this is for you, says the Lord. The tide is turning for Israel. The tide is turning for you. What speak I of, says the Lord? A very strange thing shall happen in September. Moving into the fall, where there shall be a great fall. Fall of the enemies, fall of kings, fall of princes. I shall do a strange thing in Egypt again. For even as David met an Egyptian who was the son of a Amalekite, who had been rejected because he was sick, David was about to go and take back what was stolen from him. David and his men were tired, and they came to an Egyptian, fed him, and he revealed to them where the enemy was. I shall use Egypt again. Yes, for those who were insulted because Egypt was fed bread, and Egypt was fed by David, an Egyptian. And many have said, why do you help Egypt? And God says, for a season, I will reveal a strange thing. Some of those who have been enemies of Israel shall suddenly turn and change their tune for a season. And I will restore, and I will deliver, and I will bring friendship for a season. And many of the enemies that now stand shall be non-existent, says the Spirit of God. It shall take 2 years. 2 years. Then watch how I bless Israel. Watch how the rain comes to America. Watch how the rain comes to my kingdom. Watch and see. For God says, beginning in September, I will turn everything around, and my people shall see an intervention of a kind that they have never seen before, says the Lord. You who took into your bowels the Son of the living God, and then presented him from that same soil of pain and blood to be the shining light to the world. I will not forget you. And to those who have been born out of Israel, Yeshua. I have given to you, and now is the time as the heavens have opened. I have given to you favor, says the Lord. I have given to you an authority to trample upon what you just heard, coming from the depths of despair and the dungeons of hell. You have been granted peace. For I have released cherubim, seraphim, and 2 mighty angels to fight and to battle over Persia and over the lakes and the mountains. My people have entered a door you cannot return. Now raise your hands to him. I heard him say, the time has come. The time has come for the nations to know the power of my word and my Son. They shall open their hearts. A 5-year period of amazing grace is coming. Grace, grace, grace from the mountains, grace from the towns, grace from the villages, grace from the counties, and grace from the states, and grace from the nations. Grace! 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 Everybody just pray with me. Something's happening throughout the earth.
People are watching me all over the world. God just spoke an amazing, amazing word. And I want you to listen to me, please. The Spirit spoke to me in the early hours of this morning. I was awakened. And He said, there's going to be a turning, a change. Favorable occasions are here. And he said to me, there is a key to unlock the one thing that seems literally impossible. And when we sang that today, it wasn't just a pretty song. Faith can make possible what is impossible for that which is impossible. As I heard the Spirit speaking to me, He said to me, I desire for my people in this hour to bless Israel and to sow into my people. This word that has come today is just the beginning of turnarounds. How many of you are ready for a turnaround, a change in the tide, a change? You may say, well, we've heard this before and it's happened. But when God speaks and says something, I always tell the people that watch, once He has spoken a word and a promise has been given, that's when we give.
Watch this.
Israel has praised me and shall continue. My people, Ecclesia, shall praise me and they shall continue. Therefore, I am the guardian of this nation, and I will put a stop to it and expose in the fall until you realize that I have spoken, and it is so, says the Lord of hosts. Come on! Do not be afraid of North Korea. Do not be afraid of Iran. Do not be afraid of the nations. For in 2016, everything will change, says the Lord. There will be a sound of liberty from the White House. There will be a sound of prayers from the White House. Pennsylvania Avenue shall be surrounded by people that will pray and ask me to intervene. And I shall, says the Lord. And in 2018, at the celebration of Israel's birthday, there shall be an outpouring of my Spirit in Israel, like it has not had since the days of David and the days of Jesus.
What you have is a permeating of hope coming to you from one who has stepped into the future as far as 2019. That's what I've done by His Spirit, to tell you that a season of war cannot remain a season of war. Seasons change. This will come to an end. And rejoicing and celebration will once again be in the streets of Jerusalem and in the streets of America.
It is not time for the destruction of this nation. I will bring recovery and restoration. And once again, America will sing my songs and pray my prayers and declare, under God we stand. There is a renewal that will take place that will far surpass what took place in the 60s and in the 70s. My Spirit will not be confined, neither will it be arrested only for one or two groups of people. My eye, says Lord, is upon planet Earth to pour out of my Spirit, instead of people constantly saying, America's destroyed, America's over with. I say nay. I said, I say nay. A global move of the Spirit is about to break loose throughout the Middle East, throughout the earth, even in Asia. China will begin to
Israel. It'll be a crazy thing, and they will begin to support Christians. And God said, I'm going to turn things around. I'm going to turn things around. And there shall be a shaking in the kingdom. And the way that I shook in 1900, at the turn of the century, 1948, in the 60s and the 70s,